Welcome back to Behind the Game. I'm your host, Grace Mott, and I am joined today by men's soccer players Kervening and Mohammed. The Griffins are 2-6-1 in the conference right now. Their next game will be Wednesday, November 5th at Jefferson University. Now, guys, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Hi, my name is Mohammed Bility. I'm a junior. I'm majoring in business management, and I play as a winger and slash striker.
Hi, my name is Kervin Liston. I am a business management major, and my position is left wing and central attacking midfielder.
Okay, so you guys are, like you said, juniors, but also transfers this year. As you guys are closing out the season, what has this season meant to you?
It meant a lot, like coming from like Holy Family as a transfer, I wanted to fit in, and also I wanted to have like a, instant impact on the team, and I was welcome right away, and it was, it was, great experiencing this season with them. So, yeah.
Yeah, this season has meant a lot to me because coming in from Del Valle University, I wasn't expecting to be a key player for this team. I wasn't expecting to start. And when I came here, I felt really welcomed by the coach and the other guys, and it really felt like home. And I really wasn't expecting the coach to start me as a starting winger, but things happen. Like the other left winger got injured, and I took the opportunity, and I played. The coach thought I played well, and he made me feel like I was home. And yeah, it means a lot to me, and yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I loved about Chestnut Hill was like the small community. It did make you feel welcome.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you guys as players like maintain that balance of practices, lift, classes?
I mean, it's a lot to be honest, but it really is. But like, you learn to like, balance everything together, like class, practice, live, game, and it's at the end of the day, it's all about your goal that you have. At the end of the day, you just gotta like focus on your goal and know what you here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mohammed said, it's really a lot, but you really just gotta find the balance. It can be difficult. There's people that's come to me and they said how it's draining and they're burnt out from having like three classes in one day and then having lift afterward and having to go to practice at 6:30 and then having to come back. But for me individually, it wasn't an issue. I didn't have an issue with time management, and you really just gotta balance and remember your goals, and I think that's what's gonna keep you going forward.
Yeah, definitely. Again, like I said, you guys are juniors. How are you guys going to train and prepare for next year?
I mean, for me, like, this year, like, I would say, like, I wasn't as consistent as I expected to be. I expected myself to be, that was, like, due to, like, the lack of fitness, and focus. Because a lot of the games, I wasn't ready, like, physically and mentally. Like, my mind was in a whole different place.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was, some games, like, I wasn't ready at all. But, like, but next year, I hope to come back, stronger, better, and faster, and hopefully have more confidence in myself than I did this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, individually, I know what I need to work on. I know what part of my game I need to improve. And, even during the season, me and Mo, we're always doing the extras. So we know what we're going to need to work on. Now, as a team, it's going to be up to the coach to decide what he wants us to do and how he's going to improve the team. But, yeah, I think for us to have a more successful season next season, something's got to change. And I think that's what the coach is going to figure out with his staff members.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are losing a couple of seniors, so that'd definitely be something he'll talk about, definitely changing.
Yeah, definitely.
How would you describe the season as it comes to a close? I know you didn't get the outcome you guys wanted, but how would you say the season went?
Wow, I mean, honestly, like I'm devastated, like because I came here like I was really excited to get started, I was hoping to like make playoffs, so because I don't remember the last time this organization, they made playoffs. So
Yeah.
I came here with a mindset that I would do everything in my like that I can to help the team make playoffs. But at the end, at the end of the day, we tried, we gave everything we had, and we learned. And I'm just happy to have been part of this team, and I just hope that next season will be better. And also one of like my favorite moment for this that made this season special was like my game winner against Shepherd University with my family, my little brother and my sister. My little brother on the sideline, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Muhammad.
Aw.
Like, when I look back like a moment like that, you know, it just, that feeling is just irreplaceable. So, yeah, I'm grateful for this season, and hopefully next season will be way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty devastating. I was really devastated, losing these last few games, and it's really disappointing because, I mean, I think we do have the talent, and I honestly believe we have probably the better players in the league, and I don't think the talent was exploited properly, maybe, I would say. But, we just we'll learn from it and move on, and hopefully next year we can work on the things we need to work on and make playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, you guys did, the preseason polls came out and you guys were set last. I mean, you guys were higher than that. That's something to definitely be proud of.
Actually, before the season started, when I was saying that, I took a screenshot, I sent it to the guys in the group chat. They were like,
You said they should make your blood boil.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, it don't matter, this and that. I said, I know it don't matter, but like, we got to use this as a motivation.
Exactly,
to try
use
to make a
it.
statement.
Yeah.
But, we did the best we could, overall. It could have been better, but we just used what we had. So
Yeah, no, but even use that for next year. Even if it's you guys are seated higher in that polls, just use it. I mean, that's what we did a lot too. We used that. We were placed lower than a lot of teams, and now we're third. So it's like you got to use it. So
yeah, it's actually crazy because we had like team like Golden Bacon ahead of us. I mean, they were a great team, but like I feel like we are better.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
So
just come out next year.
Yeah, definitely for sure. And it's kind of sad that we losing some of the seniors, but
There's always room for more talent and everything.
definitely.
All right. Now, before we go, here's a quick update on the rest of the Griffs and their seasons. Women's volleyball is 2-9 in the conference. They play again on November 6th. Sprint football is 4-3 this season. They play their last game against St. Thomas Aquinas College. Women's soccer is 8-1-1. They play their last regular season game on Tuesday, November 4th at Jefferson University. And congrats to the men's and women's cross-country teams who competed at their championships this past weekend. Thanks again for tuning in to Behind the Game. I'm your host, Grace Ma. A special thanks to Curvening and Mo. Next week, join me in talking to men's golf player Kiefer Sharman.